Welcome to this brief overview of using your searches to build automated alerts and newsletters which can be shared with your audience. In this session, we will walk through creating and scheduling a newsletter using some of the saved searches in your Newsdesk trial account. Each trial account comes with one alert and one newsletter to get familiar with. While there will only be one of each, you may delete and recreate your alert and newsletter multiple times to get used to how they work. Let's start by clicking the Share option at the top of the screen. For today's session, we will focus on building a new newsletter, so let's click on the New Newsletter button. Begin by giving the newsletter a name and subject for how it will come through the email. You can enter up to 300 email addresses or group emails for each newsletter. Below this are some of the options for publishing the newsletter and for unsubscribe features in case users you send a newsletter to choose to opt out of further automated emails. Below this section is where all the activity happens. To add content, click and drag searches or clippings folders into the Feeds and Charts area. You can add up to 10 searches per newsletter, using the icons on the right to change the order of the searches. This is how they will appear in the newsletter when it is distributed. If no new articles are present for a search since the last time the newsletter ran, then that search title will not be shown. Test your email by clicking the Edit and Send button at the bottom of the page. From this view, you can send a test to yourself without resetting the article counter as mentioned above. You can export the HTML for use in an intranet like SharePoint, or you can send the newsletter resetting the article counter so that only new articles from this point on will go out with the next newsletter. If you like the way the newsletter looks, you can choose to send it out automatically on anything from a monthly to an every 15-minute schedule. Remember, if there is no new content, that section will not show, and if all sections are empty, the newsletter will not go out. While this account does not have the theme manager available to a full-blown live account, there are some things that will allow you to be able to customize the look and feel by coming up to the Edit Newsletter option. These will allow you to control things like font size, font type, and some additional settings for bolding and things that will appear on the newsletter. Let's save this newsletter and go back to our alert setup. As you see, the alert setup has options that are very similar to those that were in the newsletter setup, and the only real difference is the look and feel is a little more simplistic and in line with what you would picture when you get an alert through your email. We hope you have found this review of the Newsdesk alerts and newsletters helpful. For additional questions about this tool, please reference the additional training videos, the help guide, or call our client services support number. Thank you.